In this video, we will try to assist you in exploring the various types of landscapes that exist and their values, including natural landscapes, urban landscapes, human landscapes, and interior landscapes. The natural landscape frequently conceals values that can be recognized. These hidden values, which can be discovered in a landscape, offer services to humanity, and that is why they are referred to as ecosystem services. These services can be immaterial, for example, good agricultural or livestock practices, or they can be material, those that we can detect with our senses. For example, a value of the landscape can be a human artifact that has been ancestrally used to sustainably exploit the resources of natural spaces. Natural environments can be altered by humans into agricultural landscapes, and these conventional agricultural landscapes possess significant ecosystemic value, being safeguarded by European Union conservation legislation, as they serve as important sources of biodiversity. Traditional agricultural landscapes are sustainable over time and in relation to their use. They are respectful of the use of resources, making sure that the extraction and generation of resources is balanced. It's possible to constantly renew these landscapes through the use of good agricultural practices. To discover the values of the landscape, we can use other senses like touch, checking the hardness or softness of different materials, smell, detecting the different aromas that exist in each place, and hearing, especially listening to the types of sounds that the landscape presents, whether they are natural or artificial. Utilizing them, we are able to uncover additional hidden values within the landscape. Analyzing the landscape using your senses generates a kind of conscious memory that is significantly distinct from that of sight or intellect. What we learn through our senses appears in our memory in a very different way than what is learned through intellectual knowledge. People are part of the landscapes. We are the human dimension of the landscape. So, who is able to assist us in interpreting a landscape that is close by? Who is able to aid in recognizing the hidden values of that landscape? These are the eco-social agents of each territory, of each environment, those people who live and work in those places in a sustainable way, preserving the resources and heritage. They are experts and professionals who can help us understand both the eco-social context and get first-hand knowledge of eco-social experiences and interventions that are taking place in our nearby territory. Who are these eco-social agents? Well, they are experts, they are professionals, they are associations, they are groups or individuals who work in cultural institutions or who are dedicated to preservation, but they are also families and close neighbors who keep the oral memory of certain traditions and values. With the assistance of them, we can collaborate and collectively help shape futures that are more respectful of nature and society. Eco-social agents are also professionals who know the values of our environment and help us understand the landscape and territory we live in. For example, in urban landscapes, they can help us understand why trees and vegetation can bring well-being to cities and are so necessary for the health of the urban ecosystem. In an urban or peri-urban landscape, you can also use your senses. Can you detect how you feel when you stroll around the city? What you like the most, what you dislike, what you would change? With this info, you can make a map of your emotions and feelings while you are walking around your neighborhood or your city. The human landscapes are also in your school. Your classmates, the teachers, the staff who work at the school, in the cafeteria, in the maintenance of the spaces, make up the human landscape with which you live every day. Do you know him well? Getting to know your classmates, finding out where they come from, what their hometowns or their families' hometowns are like, what their likes and hobbies are, helps you feel more comfortable and creates channels of communication that facilitate coexistence and teamwork. By doing this, you have the ability to create a map of the individuals who dedicate time to being with you on a daily basis. However, the landscape is also inherently a part of us, existing in our imagination, our memory, our experiences, or our deepest desires and aspirations. This is the rural area. The journey begins with oneself and the personal perception we have of the landscape that surrounds us in the countryside. In terms of the inner landscape, we can reflect on our own meanings. What does a landscape signify or symbolize for us? And we can also contemplate the landscapes of our childhood, reminisce about our past games, reflect on the meals we have at our grandparents' house or at our place of origin when we reside in a different location. One method to identify the values of the adjacent landscape begins by identifying what has value and significance to us. What is it that we cherish and desire to protect and safeguard for the future?